If you ever want to know how to change your transmission filter, well, today we're going to show you how. Show you some tips and tricks. Make it where you don't make such a mess. And save yourself some money by doing it yourself. So let's get to it. All right, today what are we doing? We're changing our transmission pan, gasket, and filter. So we are in the unique position of having a basically drained transmission. Now, what I would love to have had would be a drain bolt in it. I would have loved for that to be like that, but apparently we don't have that in this one. Had one in the last one. Could actually order a pan with a drain tube in it, but we're gonna, for this purposes, no, we're just gonna clean this one up and put it back. But how you work this is you work from the front to the back, and you leave these two back in the back here, leave them semi-loose. That way the pan will drop. If the fluid will flow out into the catch can, and that way you're not trying to hold the pan up while you're unbolting. You're good. And you can see there's a little bit already coming.
Yeah, Dad, I don't think this thing's empty.
Probably not, but okay, but this is
probably
this is
this.
Yeah. And
pull
then
that out
and then hit let it breathe, because we're already dripping. And so, but this is a good thing too, because I don't know anything about this transmission, and dropping this pan is going to teach us a lot. All I know is it was working. Pulled the parts truck up on the trailer, so yeah, she's falling. Here it comes, and that's why we have this pushed all the way forward, because that's where it's already come out. So this will make it where you don't have to try to manhandle that pan. Yeah, she started to go pretty good. You're right. I guess she wasn't as empty as I thought she was going to be after.
Say, we did the math on it the other day. It's 12 quarts.
Yeah, it's 11, 12 quarts. It is.
3 gallons of training fluid.
But I never drained the torque converter, so there's 3. When I changed out the front seal, I just pulled the torque converter off. I didn't drain it and change the seal out and put it back on. So there's a little bit in the torque converter. But yeah, according to the numbers, according to GM, should be 11 quarts. But then when the last one I did this to on the other truck, you already got the back 2 ones out yet?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then this is the point where you start going side to side, back and forth with these last 2 here, and slowly lower that pan. Are you having fun? Making it rain, baby. Making it rain.
Listen, I won't be a guy, but insert really perverted joke here.
You're splashing me, ass. Guys, I gotta tell you, there's nothing like working on stuff with your son. It's really cool. If you have the opportunity to do it, because it's worth the time. Or else you're gonna get quiet time, listen to the highway noise, laying on your back underneath the hot rod, just BSing. Where else you gonna get that? Nowhere.
Nowhere.
Yeah, it happened. All right, so let's just let this drain for a little bit, and I'll get a rag or something.
Yeah, you need one.
Yeah. It doesn't stink, it doesn't smell, but at least you're getting super clean. Yep. Keeps everything super clean too. All right, so that is your filter right there, and it's just held in by 2 flathead screws. That's it. All right, and then we'll get this pan out of here and investigate and see what's in the bottom of that pan. See how she looks. There. So we'll just put this out. Ooh, a little sludgy. A little sludgy. Look at that. Nothing. I'm there, that's for sure. That's the way it should look. Let's clean. Flip it over. Okay, filter's back on. Everything is wiped down clean. And there's only one way to put that filter on. You can't get it on to have it sit flush any other way besides like that. Because it comes in a very small box. And then you have to, like, I should have let it out today and let it just sit like in the sun.
Let it flatten out.
Huh?
Let it flatten out.
Yeah, let it warm up and let it flatten out, but trust me, this will flatten it out. All right, I got you.
See, I had it, and you just started messing with it. Look at you. It was perfect.
Okay. Just like you, son. Perfect like you.
Yeah, it holds the bolts. Just all the bolts are.
It's always easier in a Chevy car. Because in a Chevy car, this cross member is back here, and it's got a ledge on it that the tranny mounts to and gives you plenty of space. But in this situation, we ain't got that luxury. And that was basically designed that way because of towing capacity. The closer you can get the mounts, the less torquage you have of stuff. Here. Crisscross. Yeah. Crisscross the first couple. Then we've got a couple loose ones up here on your side.
Yeah.
I know, I didn't have the difficult ones in the back. You crack me up, son.
It's like, I don't know. Why would you want to work with anybody else but your own family? I mean, you can.
Oh, there's some families that cannot work together. You guys tell me in the comments down below. There's some family members you can't work with, or they come to help and they just stand and watch.
Yeah, they're just there.
What the hell is that?
It's talking. It's my clickety click clack. You know, your torque ranger goes click.
Oh, okay.
That's my
okay.
That's my torque.
Okay. Okay.
You gotta make noises when you work on cars, you know.
Click.
See?
Well, now you got me doing it. Click.
Click. Beep.
Come on, baby.
What's up?
Click. Smart ass.
Infectious. It is.
All right, we're good.
Yeah.
And all that's left is just adding fluid. Having fun over there?
Yeah, I'm having a good time. Are you having a good time? I'm having a good time.